Hello everyone, welcome back to the course Web3 Hacking with Python. So in this section we are going to do a openzeppelin ethernaut challenge, which is the token. So you can download the drop down and choose the token here. If you have a test token, you can use the wallet, MetaMask wallet, and connect with your test token, and you can do live session on it. If you don't have a test token, it's okay, you just copy the code into remix and deploy like the way I do in the previous videos. So in this section they have a challenge about the goal of this level is for you to hack the basic token contract below. You are given 20 token to start with, and you will beat the level if you somehow manage to get your hand on any additional token, preferable a very large amount of token. What is an odometer? I think okay, let's copy the code into my remix. So I already copy it and already compiled the thing. So you is a 6.0 above, in between 6.0 to 6.9. So I'm using the 6.5. So let's see the whole token here. So it means that if I am the owner, I am the owner, I'm reply the contract. The contract giving me a 20 token in my hand, but I have to transfer someone more than that. Okay, let's see. I think about this require. That's why it's a vulnerable happen. So already compiled. So let's deploy. Okay, so I'm going to let's deploy, but before deploy I'm going to show you the code here. So it's a that token code. The above part is the same with the other process. So just copy the ABI code contra address here, my wallet address, which is a deployer address, and private key from the env, and this one is connected to the env. And let's see the below the part. So first thing, we are going to check the balance of the deploy address. So first they check in the deploy address, so it should be around 20 token, and it's right underflow because the vulnerability in the contract is underflow vulnerability, but the underflow and overflow vulnerabilities is, I think, is over above the Solidity version of 8.0 above, but they're using the 6.0 web, so they have the contract have still vulnerability. So I think there's a size one you to understand about underflow vulnerability. So I'm adding the some random account from my env wallet. So I just copy the one of that from them and paste it here, and I am trying to is a 20 token is initial in the owner address. So you can transfer 21 token, you will be the challenge will be win, but I'm going to transfer 25, and I call the contract function contract from the transfer function. Transfer function need the recipient address and transfer amount. So let's build the transfer from which address, from my address. So I am using here your address and the private key. So your address is the contract owner address, and using the gas amount, and in the query is 20 query gas price going to be, and I'm going to count the transaction your address. Okay, and assign the transaction with private key, and also send the raw transaction to sign dnx variable from the raw transaction to send to the dnx hash. So we got the hash and hash into the recipient, so we got the transfer successful or not. So let's execute the exploitation. So I've created two function here. First is check the balance, initial balance, and second is transfer the token which is more than we have. Okay, so let's see the initial balance of the contract address is 20 token, and I call the exploit function, the flow function, so they transfer the 25 token So the check the balance or address is going to be lower than the original address, and we are going to check that the recipient balance. So if attack is successful, the recipient's balance should be 25, and our balance is lower than the original token. So it should be like the random number or big number stuff because we're using the underflow attack. Yeah, so let's deploy the contract. So let's run the anvil and change here for foundry provider, and it should be, if you don't add any number in here, you can deploy the contract because there should be saying that the deployer owner has 20 initial token. So I'm adding the 20 here, so it's allowed to deploy the token. Okay, so now token is deployed. So let's check the owner. This one is the owner, so I'm going to copy the owner address here and paste it and check the balance of owner. Sorry, I think copy is something. So the original balance is 20. So let's try to transfer more than 20 with the Python code I wrote. So let's run the code. So Python 3 tag token. Sorry, I forgot to copy the contract address. Sorry, my mistake. Just copy it and paste it in the address. Save, and I'm going to run. So here the initial of the main owner address is 0fx39 and end by 266. So it's a 20 token. Yeah, 0fx39 and with 2266. So we have 20 token here, and we transfer to 0x15d 6a65. Let's see. 0x15d 6a65. I'm transferred the 25 token successfully. So we finished the CTF of the ethernaut openzeppelin challenge. I think it's a intermediate level 2. So yeah, so congratulations, you finished the one of the openzeppelin CTF here, level 5. So okay, so I'm going to end it here, and see you around. Maybe see you next video. Bye bye.